Hello, Hilarities Saturday night. How we doing? Oh, that's so nice. Hi, balcony. Hi, wow, this is going to be a really good time. I'm excited to be here. This is such a good time, such a good place, such a happy time in my life. I'm in a really good place in my life. I mean, not physically because I'm in Cleveland, but, just in life. I moved into a new house and I decorated it so it would look like me. The first thing I did was put up 2 frame receipts of the times that I picked my friends up from their very first DUIs. Because when my ancestors check in on me, I need them to know that I briefly owned white people. Thank you. This is pretty good. My birthday's in 3 weeks. I'm turning 35. I know. Don't do that. Did you shout Virgo at me? Oh, because you're a zodiac girly? Okay. No, I'll tell you this. A friend of mine and I were having dinner a few weeks ago, and I said something, and she goes, ugh, you would think that. You're such a Virgo slither. And I was like, excuse me, bitch? Did you just call me a zodiac sign and a magic Nazi? She goes, yeah, like, what's your house? What's your sign? I was like, I don't know. And so I went home and I couldn't deal with it. I got wine drunk and I got on this super scientific website called BuzzFeed, and I took 3 quizzes. And as it turns out, I'm both a Virgo and a Slytherin. So I called her back and I was like, listen, if you ever attack me with facts again, I'll burn your goddamn house down. All right. And then like a month or so after that, I was hanging out with this guy and we hit it off really well. He like blew me in a parking lot. And like I texted him a couple days later because I wanted to learn his name. And we were like getting to know each other. And he goes, so what's your sign? And I told him what my birthday was. And he goes, ooh, we have to pump the brakes because you're like a Virgo and I'm like a whore. And those 2 things don't go together. And I was like, so you were more concerned about where my Venus was in 1988 than where my penis was last week. I really dodged a bullet. Aging, I'm stopping doing certain things. Like I haven't met anyone in 5 years. Since I entered my 30s, I just stopped meeting people, and it is lovely. I don't know any new names, no new friends. I'm out. I stopped caring about fashion. Don't give a shit anymore. I go to Old Navy. Whenever there's a clearance sale, I just pick up what's off the rack because everything is labeled. There's a top, there's a bottom. It's just like my sex life. There's a top, there's a bottom. Mix and match, bitch. Right? It's lovely. I'm trying to keep it between the lines. I'm trying to keep this, the warranty's wearing out, so I gotta like go to the gym and work out a little bit. So I'm testing out new gyms. I tried this gym a few weeks ago called Orange Theory. Any soccer moms in the? I stepped in the gym, they're like, hey, they handed me 2 metal rods. It was like, step on this, we're gonna tell you what your body fat percentage is. And I was like, well, I didn't ask. And I get on the scale, and it gives me a number, and I was like, wow, that's a lot. Milk's only 4%. I can't be more than milk. I'm a lot more than milk, actually. And then they assign me to a little class, and I go and I change, and I go into the room with the class, and it's just me and 4 white ladies, and they are just in the corner, huddled up, planning their next multi-level marketing scheme. They are... And I was like, I would love to be your friends, Sarah Beth and Annie. Like, I feel like we could be best friends, Taylor. Just like let me in. And they were like, no, you're the new girl. And so the class starts, and our coach/trainer walks in. She's this 5'4" blonde goddess. She's got the hair slicked back. She's got the sports bra on. She's got Lululemon leggings on, and she's knuckled up. She is just... I could see her string, you know what I mean? Like they were fucking tight. And she's one of these people that wants to kill you with kindness. She's just doing her best. She goes, you can do it, do one more. 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 And I was like, Autumn, you've got split ends and your roots are showing. And I didn't have to do one more. So I left that gym. I was like, I can't do that gym. I tried another gym. It was a CrossFit gym. Oh my God, CrossFit was amazing. I stepped inside, and like all the men were like these super jacked gods, and they were all wearing like string bikini shirts and like 3-inch inseam shorts, and I was like, this is a trap. Is this To Catch a Predator? Because I don't want to go to jail today, but I will. But I returned to my first love, which is Planet Fitness, and I learned that they got rid of Pizza Monday, and that's a real wake-up call when you're like, oh, I was only going to the gym for pizza. All right, that's on me. I should fix that. I stopped doing karaoke because I hate it. I hate karaoke. The last time I did karaoke was in a college town because that's where I perform a lot. And my friends are poor, so they like to do free shit, you know, like karaoke, because that's a concert that you don't have to pay for. We're at karaoke one night in Kent, Ohio, and I'm sitting around with my friends, and one of them goes, oh, I'm gonna sign up, and he gets to sign up, and a group of girls get up, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do an oldie, and I was like, an oldie? What are they gonna do? So like some Supremes? They're like, TLC, no scrubs. I was like, oh, right here, that one hurt. Hate these post 9/11 children. And so they get up and do no scrubs, and I was like, I have to get the hell out of here. So I hopped on this magical app called Grindr, and I met the love of my life for the next 45 minutes. And I get to his house. I don't know if you've ever hooked up with someone who's really stupid, but this man was fucking dumb. Like, he had resting himbo face. You know what I mean? Like, not a single thought went through those eyes the entire time I was there. I was like, the only time he stopped vaping was to suck my dick. You know what I mean? Just like, you're really hot, bro. Cool. How are you a homeowner? I'm dating because I need a cosigner, and because daddy has expensive tastes, right? Like, I would love to own like a second pair of shoes. You all backed off like you have jobs. The last few years has been really great. I learned a lot of things about myself, about my family, about my life, about the world around me. We talked a lot about race, about gender, about sexuality. I learned this. I identify as being aromantic, which I get it. We're from the Midwest. It's not a thing that we talk about every day, the romantic scale. It goes from like aromantic to alloromantic. All of you are alloromantic, meaning you want to fall in love every time you meet someone, and I don't. I describe it to people like this. Like, I've never felt anything that Adele has written a song about. But I felt everything that Miranda Lambert has shot a man over. Gender's a big conversation right now. I know this about myself. I identify as just being gender binary, just the one. I rock a lot of cargo shorts. I drink a lot of IPAs. I check the stock market every day. My gender identity is Jeff, honestly. I'm like the stepdad you wish would have stuck around. A lot of broken homes up there. I'm at an age where my parents are getting older, and I'm starting to worry about them. Like, this year alone, my dad retired, and my mom had both of her knees replaced, and I hope those two things are not related. That's a blowjob joke. Honey, my mom's a 65-year-old black woman, no dick's been in her mouth ever. And I cannot say the same. I know my parents want grandkids, and they really should have had a second child. It's like the way I have sex does not result in children, and I don't think I'm going to be the first one. And the friend was like, well, you can like go get a surrogate. You can do in vitro. There's so many options. I was like, I'm not involving a doctor and a child. Are you kidding me? Children should be accidents. But I'm at a point where I'm like, I feel like I should do something for them. Like, I'm like this close to introducing them to like some twink I'm fucking going, well, he calls me daddy, so. Crawl on his lap, see if you get a gift. I never did. Bought my dad a bumper sticker a few months ago. Just when I started telling that joke, because I think it's hilarious, I just slapped on the back of his F-150. It says, "I love my Grand Twink." You guys knew what this was going to be when you got here, right? Cool. I'm born and raised in Cleveland. I grew up here. Thank you. That applause is cheaper than I am. I went to a Catholic all-male high school, so I was bullied. I remember one day this dude decides he's gonna stand up for me. He's gonna be my knight in shining armor. He stands over and goes, "Hey, y'all, leave him alone. Ain't his fault he act like that. He ain't have a dad growing up." I was like, "I do have a dad. I'm a junior. Where are you getting this intel?" He goes, "You got a dad? Then why you act like that?" And I was like, "I guess I don't want friends." And to prove it, I skipped off to marching band practice. I got out, I went to college in Florida. That's where I really became myself, and by that I mean an alcoholic. I remember my first day of college, my RA, this cute little blonde with juicy across her ass and a messy bun, walks in. She goes, "All right, girls, it's beer before liquor. Never been sicker. Liquor before beer. Well, you're in the clear. All right, good game. I'll see you at spring break. Don't die." And that is an amazing rule of thumb up until you turn 30. I was in Nashville for my birthday, turned 30, and learned that night it's red wine before tequila, and you'll break up a marriage. I should call him. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be anywhere. I spent my whole day just like driving around Ohio, just looking at storm damage, and I cannot wait for us to name a beer after the tornado the other night. And my friend's like, "That's so morbid. They're never gonna name a beer after the tornado." I was like, "We have a beer in 2 festivals named after a river catching fire." Oh, we celebrate a riot. It was called the 10-cent beer night. And that was a riot. I'll say this last one. I like to spend as much time with my family as I can stomach. I was home a few months ago. My mom calls. She goes, "Hey, I need you to pick your grandfather up. He's at a funeral." I was like, "Oh my God, who died?" She goes, "Oh, I have no idea." So I get in the car and I get to the funeral home, and he's sitting outside. I'm helping load him into the car, and I go, "Hey, who died? Do I need to go and pay my respects?" He goes, "Oh, I don't know." I go, "You don't know whose funeral you just attended?" He goes, "No, I'm 85 years old. These are victory laps." All right, Cleveland, are you ready for your headliner this evening?